Guys, welcome to the UK Scale and Crawler vid. Right, as some of you know today, I do apologise for all the sniffling as well. I've got a cold at the minute, so if it does your head in, I'm sorry. But yeah, anyway, as you know, picked the ESC up today to go with said motor. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. To go with that for rock crawlers. I'm just going to show you how I soldered them up, basically. How to solder the leads up and how to set it all up once everything's been soldered. So, in the box with the ESC, the connectors and everything that comes with it. Now, I'm not going to use them connectors just for the reason that in the motor box there's more connectors in there. Now, they're obviously going to be the right ones for the motor. So, due to that, I'm going to use them. Because the motor comes with them pre-soldered, as you can see. So, I'm going to use the ones that come with the motor, because at least I know they're guaranteed to fit. So, that's the ones that come with the motor. So, we'll just get these out for you. Right. I'll just do that, see if you can see them. Yeah, there you go. So I've got them three connectors to put on. I've also got Dean's plug to put on as well, sorry about that. So that's already all sorted and ready to go on. So I may as well get soldering. The soldering iron that I use, I don't actually use my proper iron, I use a gun. The reason why I use a gun, it gets really hot, so it makes things a lot easier to solder and a lot quicker. So yeah, anyway, may as well get it in these up with some solder. So I only use really thin solder. I don't use flux either. A lot of people say to use flux. Well, I don't use it for the fact that it's corrosive. So it'll get corroded up if you start using flux. So I'd rather not. I'd rather just get a nice hot iron and just use that. And this iron's never let me down. I've been out with a few people before, and they've ended up with their irons, and I've had to come home and get mine. One person, namely, sorry about that, phone fell off the what's it called, off the stand. So yeah, anyway, so where I soldered things up, I'll get myself some tape. I'll just get a little bit of that out. Pliers, so it just holds them shut nice and tight. And then I then get the thing I want to solder, stick it down the centre, and then I'll hold it nice and tight while I do it. So yeah, anyway, I'll stick that like that, if you can see it. I think you can. Alright, and plug in the gun, let it get hot. As soon as this has started to get a touch warm like that, just stick it on the edge of the cup and start filling the cup up. As you can see, that's now got solder in it. I'll get one of the wires, heat the cup back up again. Now a lot of people will pre-tin the wires and stuff like that, but if it's already pre-tinned, I don't see the point in pre-tinning it again. So just get that slightly warm, put your iron back on the cup again, and then as soon as that gets hot, you'll see it melt. And as soon as it melts, just push the wire in. Like that. And give it a second to go cool. And there you go. One good soldering connection. And you bear with us a minute, I'll just do another one. So there we go, there's the next one in the pliers. So, gun's hot. Just heat the connector up again. Get that nice and warm, start feeding solder into it. You'll find that the cup itself will suck the solder in once it's hot. Get wire warm again. Wait for that to go. There we go. Heat cup back up again. Like that. I really need to get some bloody glasses, I can't see a damn thing. There we go. So there's the second one in. And then split pliers, pull that out, as you see, nice solid joint. and pull the pliers back again, put that in. As you can see, it's holding it nice and tight. So just get this wire, just heat that back up again, start feeding solder in. Right, get the wire hot. Right, that's seated all the way down. Turn soldering iron back off again. It gets bloody hot really quick, that iron. Right, we've now got all these on. And then the marked, I don't know if you'll be able to see that. You see where it's got A, B and C on it? There we go. And where it's got A, B and C, that'll correspond to the motor. So the motor might not have A, B and C on it, but it'll have certain colour wires. So you can see with that. And then we've got, that came with the package, the heat shrink. So what now we will do is shall put the heat shrink on the ends of these. So the yellow goes on the centre one, and then you get your trusty friend Mr. Lighter. A lot of people will say don't bother using lighters and you're meant to use the iron, but I just find it a lot quicker using a lighter. So get that all nice and warm, and as you can see, that's shrunk all the way around. It was a nice fit, and you won't get any shorting or anything like that. C, we'll go with blue one. So just do this. Oh, just give the ends a squeeze. So there's that one done. And then the orange, I'll go with A. Put that on there. So there we go, all done. Just pull that up and over the edge a little bit. I'd rather have it a little bit long than too short, to be honest with you. So, but yeah, there we go, all done and dusted. So there's your 3 motor ones done. They're all on, nice strong connections. Well, they ain't coming off in a hurry. So now all we need to do is solder these up. Now, in the box that comes with the ESC, it also comes with the heat shrink to heat up round the Deans once you put your other connector on, whether it's Deans, Traxxas, but I use Deans myself. So slide them over there. Now, if you're using a Deans plug, you do need to pre-solder. To be honest with you, if you're using Deans or Traxxas or whatever, you're still going to need to pre-solder it, or pre-tin as it's more formally known. Wish I hadn't put the tape this tight on these bloody pliers. Can't hope the thing's open enough to get Deans in now. Right, there we go. So once again, trusty pliers holding up something else. So there's the Deans in it. So I'll just start pre-tinning these. Pre-tinning basically means you put a bit of solder onto both connections, so then when you heat it up, they stick together. So just let me go and get hot again. Right, stick it on the corner of the Deans, feed the solder in. There you go, a nice blob of solder on that. And then turn them side on. Same again on there. There we go. So all the solder done there. Now, as I said, the wires on the ESC are already pre-soldered. So You don't need to pre-tin them. If you want to, you can, but there's no real point to it. Now, on the Dean's connectors, the flat one, as you can see, one that sits flat, that's the one your positive goes on. And the one that sits on a 45 degree angle, sorry, 90 degree angle, is the one you put your black one on. So just get this nice and hot and stick these on. And just put a little blob of solder on the gun. That'll help it make the other solder on this melt. And put that over the top, push down, and then that should give us a nice strong connection once it goes off. There we go, there's one. I'll turn it side on. Got a black wire, heat that connection up. Once that starts to melt, just push it onto the top. Leave the gun on it for a second just to let it get a little bit of heat in. And then there you go. So that's everything pre-soldered up now. So, I'm throwing things around everywhere. So, as you can see, we've got nice strong connections on everything. That one's a little bit off centre, but it'll be alright. In fact, then again, no, sorry. It'll be alright. Big okay. So, just slide the heat shrink up, like that. You can trust the lighter out again. Make sure you push the heat shrink all the way up to the connector as well. And make sure the ends of the heat shrink are cut straight. Some people cut them on an angle and then wonder why they get shorts. That's because they haven't got it pushed all the way up tight against the connector, and then the connector hits some metal, shorts your speed controller out. So, here we go, one speed controller, all soldered, ready to rock. So, now, the next bit. What you need is one of these. It's a Hobby Wing programming card. Just see if I can get it to focus. That's as good as you're getting. These come with most of the Hobby Wing kits. So, yeah, you need one of them. You need the little instruction booklet that comes in the box. And you need, when I can find it, a little black wire, there it is. So you need that wire. Right, and then you need your programming box. Now on the programming box on the top it's got positive, negative and switch. Right, in them ports. So what you do is you plug the black plug in the right way around. So you put the black wire to the positive and then the white wire will then go to the switch. Like that. And once you've done that, you can get hold of the ESC. You see the fan wire just there. You pull the fan wire out like that, and then you plug in this wire off the programming box. So make sure you get it the right way around, because it's quite easy to, well, it's not easy, but you will bend the tabs if you try forcing it in. I'll just do this off camera because I can't see it properly. Yeah, now you can see it's all plugged in. It's plugged into where the fan goes. Now in the instruction booklet, not sure whether you'll be able to see this or not, so you may just have to take my word on it. But, right, let's see. Can you see there? It says rock crawler on run mode. So what you do is you plug your battery in, turn the ESC on, which will then make that programming card light up. And then these are all the different functions that you can set on the ESC. Well, you bear with us a minute, I'll just get a battery, stick a battery on it, and then I'll show you. Right, so now as you can see I've got battery plugged in. So flick the on switch, like that. And then you'll see that flash and then go to this. Now on the card it's got all different settings here, ignore them, because they're not going to be the right ones for this ESC. Right, you need to go off that sheet. So, for the run mode, we want that on rock crawler, so you got your value button there. item button, reset, and OK. So push the value button so that goes to 3. Click OK. That's now in rock crawler mode. Now, with it being such a torquey motor, you push the item button in, it'll take you over to the next one. So let's drag brake the next one. Now, with it being such a torquey motor, yeah, as I was saying, with it being such a torquey motor, you're not going to need to be running loads of drag brake. Now, the drag brake comes set standard on 10%. In fact, no, it doesn't sound like it comes set on nothing. So we're going to want to change that. I'm only going to run about, I'd say, 20% because the motor's got so much torque, so you're not going to need any more than that, really. So push OK. And then low voltage cut off. So we go across to that. Now you've got everything from 2.6 volts all the way up to 3.4. It comes standard set on 3 volts. So we want to turn that up a little bit just so it doesn't kill the batteries off. So we turn that up to 3.2. Click OK. Right, next one, start punch. You don't want it to be mega leery when it first starts off. Now it's set on level 4, which is in the middle. So I think we'll leave that where it is. And then number 5 is the maximum brake force. That comes set on 75%. Now with it being on a rock crawler, you're going to want it to stop completely. So you change that up to number 4, which is then 100%. Click OK. And you've got maximum reverse force, which is number 6. That comes preset at 50%. You turn that up to 100% as well. Oh, sugar, hang on. So turn that up to number 4, press OK. Right, initial brake force is the next one, so that's as you touch your brakes. You want it to be like a drag brake force or nothing, or do you want it to just come on? As you've got it preset, so we'll leave that. In fact, no, we won't. We'll change that to drag brake force, which will be number 1. So push the value button so that goes to 1, and push OK on that. Right, you got your neutral bandwidth now. That's basically how much you've got to pull the trigger, like either way, and pull or push it before the actual ESC kicks in. Now that comes, that's number 8. That comes preset at 9%. Now you can have 6% or 12, so we just leave that where it is for now and see how it does. Right, next one's timing. Now that's come preset at plus 15 degrees. I'm going to turn that down to 0 for now, just for the fact that you're going to want as much torque as you can get, and you don't want any cogging, and because it's not censored, I don't want to be putting too much strain on it, so we'll leave that on number 1. Or should I change that to number 1, push OK. And then the last one is the overheat protection. You've either got that on or off, and on is number 1, so we'll just leave that as it is. Push the OK button on that, turn the ESC off, like that, and there we go, all set up, ready to go. All I need to do is bind it to the system, or bind it to the radio system I've got, and then it's up and running. So I'll do an install video with that, or probably Monday or Tuesday. And then I'll get a running video by next weekend of it as well. So, yeah, thanks very much. Please subscribe. Hit the like button for us and share it amongst your communities. That's alright. Thank you very much. And keep your eye out for the next video as well, because that's going to be where I'm building the MIP shafts up. So, hope this helps anyway, and good luck. See you soon.